Hello and welcome to another 3D printing video. Today I'm going to be printing a castle. I recently got this white PLA in the mail. It was extremely cheap. It was about $16. And that's pretty good for filament. It's probably the lowest I've seen. I've been able to buy it. The lowest I've been able to buy PLA filament. And black and white filament is generally cheaper, so that's kind of one of the things that played into the factor of it actually being cheaper. If I would have bought a different color, it would have cost more. So I'm going to open this up with a tool. Vacuum sealed, which is good. And it comes with some silica gel, a desiccant package, which I chuck in there to hang out with my other spools of filament. So I'm going to be printing this castle that was remixed, that was created by someone, then remixed by someone else, so it's in one piece, and it was actually designed for an SLA printer, which means it has a hollow space inside, which I am doing 0% infill with thicker walls, so that way I don't use up as much filament, but with the design, it has an air pocket, so it's going to be building an extra wall inside of there that I don't really need, so it's going to be using more filament than I want to because it's it's printed for an SLA printer, and these are FDM 3D printers. So that's one of the things that's not very good with the model that I have, but it's the one I got because the model is pretty detailed, and so the original, or a remix of the original that was not created for SLA, was created for FDM printers, is a little over 100 megabytes, and this remixed version is about 20 megabytes, which is like my little computer could barely handle this, and it took several hours actually to like get it going and finally get it out here onto my printer. And so right now it's going through the G-code of leveling the bed, making sure it's good. So I'm going to put this on the spool holder and run it in there, and let's see how well this thing will print. It's going to take 10 hours. I have it with a raft, so it'll stick better. Hopefully it won't rip off the build plate. But if it does start ripping, I usually tape it to the build plate to see if that helps. And sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. We'll see. So I'm going to get this on there and let's watch it print. So the print finished, and it looks actually pretty good. It took nearly 15 hours to print, which I feel like is pretty long for how long the prints normally take on this 3D printer right here. There was a few stringing issues, which means as it was the nozzle was moving from one printed area to another printed area, a little bit of plastic oozed out and left a line there that'll need to clean up with an X-Acto knife or something. And so I'm gonna pull this thing off. It came off quite nicely. Yeah, so those are the stringers that I was talking about. You can see them there. Those are not in the actual model, so I need to cut those off. And the raft did not do a very good job, if you can see it on the bottom, so I had to add some tape. But I'm going to pull the raft off. The raft is there just to make sure that the model sticks, because I've had some problems with it sticking to the bed, which is tape, actually, painter's tape. Okay, so that's pretty awesome right there. Yeah, it's epic. So I'm gonna clean this up, and then I guess I'll just show you guys again. Okay, so I got a few of the stringers off, and now it's looking a bit better. So this was mainly a test to see how well this new filament does, because it was like extremely cheap, and usually cheap filament has lots of problems. But I looked up a review, and I might leave it in the description, about the filament, and it looked like the filament seemed to be pretty good, so I tested it out, and to me this stuff works very good, very great. It's awesome. There are a few problems with this model. You might be able to see along, let's see, I'm gonna something to point at it with. Along this area right here, there's been a layer shift. I don't know exactly what caused it, and it goes all the way around the 3D print. And you can kind of see right there how it, yeah. So I don't know why it did that. Yeah, I've had some issues with layer shift before. Like one time when I was printing some poop, my printer took a shift on it right there, and it kind of messed it up. Yeah, and there's also another problem I see. Inside there, it's not going to be a major point of view, but you can see there's some holes, like right in there and right in there. Those are from it printing without support. So usually what I do is I add thick layers now. That way, instead of adding a bunch of support, I just make the walls really thick. And so that if it doesn't catch anything the first run, it'll be able to do it by several other runs. And it should be thick enough that if anything drooped in the beginning, it should be solid. But apparently I didn't do it thick enough. Another interesting thing about this print cost me about $1 worth of plastic. Actually less than that, because the stuff was cheaper. So a little bit less than $1 worth of plastic. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna keep this and just stare at it for a long time probably. Boom. I also noticed that the trees are fragile. I just about broke one off. So that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you like 3D printing, check out some of my other videos. And if you think you like it enough, please subscribe and ring that bell for notifications when I upload, because I like to upload as often as I can. I don't do it all the time, but I like to do as much as I can. So thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Bye.